7 o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Mr. Lloyd, got some minutes for us?
Yeah, minutes from the previous meeting were passed out. And, was anything wrong with the township or the township? I have not heard any, oh, yeah, there was one error, on the name of Anna Starch. It should be Anna Stark. I'm sorry, Ann Stark. S-T-A-R-K instead of S-T-A-R-C-H. That's the only correction that's been brought to my attention as far as Union Township.
I make a motion that we accept the amended minutes.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded to accept the minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Carried. Mr. Dunham?
Yes, sir. I have a township docket on my pen. I have a township docket of $329,233.56. Did everyone get that?
Yes.
Does anybody have any questions about it?
I do have a couple.
Sure.
Pin Care Inc.
We get medical supplies.
That is medical supplies. So I saw we were as low as a couple $100 and then about 8,000 at one time.
Yeah, that's who we got the majority of that. I mentioned last month.
Oh, that's the,
The mass casualty grant for the whole, basically the whole county were running through us and we get reimbursed for it. The majority of those trauma supplies were through Penn Care. They're a large medical supplier, so we're running that through us and we just got the last thing, so I think we'll be able to submit for that reimbursement.
Awesome. And Pac-Man Solutions.
That was the sled devices, the personnel carry devices for that grant as well.
And Deerfield Run Community, is that a funeral line or something along that line? Or
no, that's township assistance with rent usually.
rent? So that $600, that's how we
Yeah,
had
because
one 900, that was the funeral.
correct. We did raise that to 900. The Deerfield Run is right straight out 300 east.
Right there by Valley Grove.
Okay. Assistance with utilities, yeah.
Not to Deerfield. Deerfield would just be the rental assistance.
Rent, okay. Rental assistance.
Mhm. Oh, I'll find one.
That's the only thing.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions?
I move to approve.
Okay. Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye. Carried. Got the bank statement for
Yes, sir.
March 4th.
Thank you. did email out the bank statements. I apologize about this month. My printer's giving me trouble. So I had to scan everything and then email it to you. I did send out bank statements and the balance sheet. Did anybody get that? And does anybody have any questions?
I do not have any questions.
Hearing none, I'll move to approve.
I'll second. Been moved and seconded to approve the bank statements as presented. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carried.
Next, I have resolution 2026-09 that I thank Michelle for the help on that. She was doing that Sunday morning. This is to update the current salary that we've had. The only addition is the township is let me find it here. The wellness coordinator, thank you, for $4,800 that we all agreed on. So we did have to add that. That is through the end of June of this year. We're going to have we have to rewrite the salary ordinance but I didn't feel like making Michelle do it on Sunday morning since she was gracious enough to help me do this. So the only difference is it just adds the wellness coordinator onto the salary. Does anybody have any questions?
I do not have any questions. Anybody else? I'll make the motion that we accept resolution number 2026-09 concerning the Union Township employee salaries.
Second.
Moving seconded to accept resolution 2026-09. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, carried.
I also sent, I think I've got it here. The information about replacing the 6 garage doors on the south side of the building.
Let me get some popcorn for this one. This should be interesting.
Apparently you can maybe let Jack, instead of, kind of shutting him like you have been.
No, it's a township board chairperson. I always think he uses the chairperson. No, he's the president.
I'm just sitting here looking for.
I gave it to him.
Okay.
No, boys.
So the garage doors was a very interesting thing. We have 3 quotes. I sent them all to you. One is staggering and 2 are somewhat fair. I guess I don't know what really fair is on a garage door, so since it's a commercial garage door. We have overhead door out of Muncie. Proposed $36,543 for all 6, and that's installed. We have A&R garage door out of Newcastle that proposed $46,931.08. That's just sorry. And then we have Bob's Garage Doors that is willing to do it for a measly $153,545.84. Now, I reached out to Bob's to ask them why are they 4 times or 5 times higher than everybody else? And she insinuated that maybe they misunderstood what they were quoting. And I said, okay, do you want to requote this? And so far, I've not heard anything back. So it depends whether we want to table this to wait to see if they want to requote it, or if we want to go ahead and go on the way it is.
Well,
If
there's
I-
a big discrepancy between the two that we have. Right? How much?
Well, there's 36 and 46, so there's 10,000, barely over $10,000, which is a substantial amount. And then it makes $110,000 jump or $108,000 jump to the next one, yeah.
It
So,
was several attempts with Bob Garage just to get a quote, even including me driving to the place and then closed. And then they kept saying they were emailing it and we never got the email. And the captain sent them an email to make sure they had the right email. All they had to do was reply to the email and send the quote. This was like a 2-month process to get the quote that we had.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. When, before they became Bob's, and it was still owned by Lucas Stores.
now are you going back to when Steve owned it or when?
I'm going back over 30 years. I think.
Okay, that would be Steve,
So
Steve and his wife.
I've done business with them off and on through the years.
We've
I'm just,
called, we've had him out of Richland.
I would like to
Six.
add two on repair stuff. We have had three between here and the other station. We've had 3 times over the past year that our garage doors are broke. And all 3 times I've called them, they have told me that they can't get to me. They would recommend calling Garage Doors Muncie, Red Door Muncie.
Really?
And yeah, they actually gave me the phone number the first time I called them. I said, I've already got it. The first time I called them, we actually had a door in the middle of winter at Station 52, the Richland station, that would not close. It was stuck open, the track was jammed in the track, would not close. I told them, I said, hey, this is like a Tuesday. I said, I've got to get somebody out here. I said, it's 20 degrees outside and I can't shut the door. And she said, well, I'm sorry, I can't help you until probably Thursday or Friday. And I'm like, I can't leave a bay door open in the middle of winter for 3 days. And she says, I'm sorry. She said, I recommend you call the overhead door out of Muncie. So I did. They came out with it.
I thought that they came out and worked on.
They have. We've used them several times and they actually put several of the doors in the Richland station.
Overhead door.
Bob's Garage. No. Yeah, Bob's Garage. When I had Bob's Garage out the first time to fix a problem out there 2 years ago, they actually told me they put the last door in that was put in that station. But that overhead door did 4 of the other doors, and that's who we used the past 3 repairs. Because I called them 3 different times for repairs over the past year. They told me we can't help you for several days. They can tell us we have everybody tied up on commercial projects. We can pencil you in 2 or 3 days out. Doesn't really work in a fire station for emergency repairs when I have doors that won't open. So, I don't know if they're just so busy, they can't get manpower or what, but just as far as the service we've had from them, that's what we've been doing.
Johnny on the spot.
You guys are familiar with the other two, right? And you're confident?
Yeah, I mean, the one's actually an overquote. I've tried multiple times to get them to requote it and they haven't replied. The only one that's been responsive has been Overhead Door. And they're the ones that did all the doors recently and asked me to do 2 for Alexandria. Had very good success with them. They've obviously done some stuff for us. So that would be our recommendation. And they're also the cheapest stuff.
The other thing I just want to point out is Jamie did get this quote from Overhead Door from Muncie on October 30th of last year. We called them and they said, yeah, we'll still do it.
I have an email from them about a week or so ago. He's still on it as presented. We looked at that, doing this project last fall, and so everything else, we're just kind of getting where we can do that, so. But they will honor that same price.
I move.
Was there any certain area any certain area that the two, that the $10,000 difference is?
We're gonna say that overhead door said they would be just like the ones on the front side of the building.
Well, here's the weird thing. If you look at, and I assume they are a very similar door, but if you look at the one from Overhead of Muncie, it specifically says that these are insulated doors and insulated glass, where the other one doesn't state that. So, I mean, it may be, but by looking at their quote, I can't answer that.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of, when we did a group of doors up at the other station, what I noticed with the overhead is I think because they are a much larger, it's overhead door at Muncie, but they're the same family as, so they get them from their own warehouse. So I think it's just a volume thing a lot of times with them because overhead door of Indianapolis is the same company as overhead door of Muncie. They just operate separately. When they order a door, they're ordering it from overhead doors warehouse. So the warehouse is ordering multiple doors. I think they just get better pricing. Some of the smaller local places, probably not $110,000 difference pricing.
These, the doors that we're replacing are original doors, so they're 24 years old. The glass is all gone, and they're it's one of them is almost completely rusted out at the bottom. So we definitely need to.
Well, I don't, there's one you can't open it.
Yeah.
Have you ever used this Dale and Jeff do from A&R garage door?
No, it was just a reference somebody had when we had it before. That's when we were looking for quotes last time.
Okay, we have a motion. So what was your motion? I'm sorry. I didn't hear it.
To accept
To
the
accept.
overhead door out of Muncie.
Huh? That intimidates you.
I'll second the motion. Moved and seconded to accept the bid from overhead garage door out of Muncie for the placement of the 6 garage doors. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carried.
I do ask, I've got 2 contracts I want permission to sign. One is a radio system. I did send everybody, I believe, a complete copy of that. This is because when they came up with this 10 years ago, they had Station 51 sign it as Union Township. And of course, they had Richland sign it as Richland Township. And now somebody thought, South Madison has had a bunch of people join them, and East Madison has had Richland join. So maybe we ought to do this as together. So this is basically just a together thing where they're billing it, or not billing it, but nevertheless titling us under East Madison instead of Richland and Union. So
It's the exact
That's
same
your-
contract that was signed 10 years ago. It's for the radios, the public safety radios that we have that are provided by the county. It's just a name change that they finally figured, hey, we need to get this MOU cleaned up. So the attorney's looked at it, he's good with it. So.
Nothing objection.
No dollars involved. I didn't see any dollars
Yeah.
twice.
It's just basically that if the radios get broken or something, we have to get it fixed. So it's the same agreement we've had. It's just a name change.
Move to approve.
I'll second it. Moved and seconded to approve the new contract with Madison County for our radio system. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, carried. Thank you.
Sir Jacob, I have a contract from Ivy Tech. It's for allowing people to ride along with us as far as that, students. Do we need to make a board decision to do that?
I mean, I would probably do it for
Okay.
you. Want me to look at them?
It's the same thing we've done with,
Okay.
It's their standard template for
Just
all
indemnity
hospital
and all that
students
stuff.
and for all campuses in Tech. So
Yeah, I would get it.
okay.
Just-
this just allows the paramedic students to ride along with us and get the clinical hours. We have a similar agreement with a couple other paramedics school systems. We currently have one of our part-time dedicated personnel that's in the paramedic program for them. So this is a primary reason we're trying to get this signed, so she can do her clinical hours here with us. We get her private skill checkoffs and stuff done with us. So.
And Tim, if it's like pretty standard and there wasn't a meeting, and it sounds like it's probably okay within your authority, but since we're at the meeting,
I'm fine. So,
What age group is it?
No, they're adults, they're
They're all
students,
adults.
yeah, students, I say students, you think of young, these are adults that are in the paramedic program. Kind of similar, like if there's like a nursing student or, doctor student or something like that, so resident, so. This allows the paramedic students through Ivy Tech to ride time with us.
okay,
Make a motion that we accept it.
Second.
Moved and seconded to accept the right along policy with
Ivy Tech.
Ivy Tech. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Carry.
Last month, we had in EMS fees, we had $45,936. Michelle, do you need a copy of the 2026 actual line? The resolution on the, yeah. That's all I have, sir.
That's all.
Next.
Okay.
You gave the March EMS is 45,936.40, right?
45,936.40, yes, sir.
Steve?
Yeah.
You guys have any questions?
Want me to give you my little tidbit here?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Um, Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
You want me to go ahead?
And I've got something Russ wants to do after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve.
I don't have much. I know that, Deb wanted me to mention that there's, we're doing something, for the 250th, coming up this summer. So, we're gonna do something the weekend before the 4th. I think that's the 27th or something, during that time. But there's gonna be car show and, band and some other odds and ends, but there's not much information on that. I can, give you guys right now because I don't have it, but, nothing.
It's not top secret or something.
No, I don't think it's top secret. I think it's just, we just don't have all
All
that.
in one day or?
I think it's for the
the
weekend.
weekend?
Yeah,
We're gonna do that.
that's
We're gonna do that.
a great question. Thought you'd ask it because it was a good question.
In Chesterfield.
Yeah. Somewhere in there.
Master degree.
No, yeah, I really don't have many details on it yet, but just wanted to put a bug in everybody's ears, let them know that there was something that.
The last time they had a car show, if I can interrupt you, it was at up at the Civic Center in the parking lot. The last time they had a car show. I was one of the judges.
The partners had commercials before.
Have they?
Oh, yeah.
Probably 2 years ago. Because I won. Prizes.
Oh, yeah.
I think I got it from a limousine. 59 Cadillac limousine. One time I beat my wife out. Or 67 Mustang convertible.
But,
Both still parked inside the garage.
now for the fun part, we were de-winterizing all the parks and everything and going through all that, and we did have some vandalism and some stuff that was, a couple of restrooms were broken into, and, we're gonna have to replace, some ceramic, items, the thrones. So, yeah, we had bad a couple of those, but we're, getting pricing on all that stuff, get that all figured out. Just we're a little surprised the way we, like, the store isn't even locked anymore. What the heck? And, it was locked a couple months ago. But, yeah.
There's a
But-
ball diamonds.
There's one of the splash pad and on the exterior restroom there that's not inside the fence, and then we do have the all night. We're gonna have
You guys closed the park, so you physically, okay,
to and locked, and
okay.
so actually checked January and February. I did not check March or anything like that because you would think it would still all be locked up and everything. But yeah, we went to unlock some stuff and de-winterize it, and there were a couple of the doors were open, surprisingly. So I don't know how, because there wasn't anything pried open or anything. It didn't appear, but somebody must be playing with lock picking skills or something. So, but it could have been a lot worse, though. The damage wasn't near as bad as what it could have been. So, so we'll get that all cleaned up. Get some pricing, get some stuff replaced. Be all good on that. And then we're just right now continuing to clean up of the parks, trying to get things set up for fall. And, everything. I was actually just down the Wall Bridge today, doing some cleanup and stuff for them, and checking the rest of the building. So
What are the ball fields, how much use are they getting?
well, a fair amount actually. The especially the ones down at Wall Bridge, there's a lot of practice that goes on there, and there are some other odds and ends that go on just for not all Daleville.
It's all Daleville?
And yeah, and renting that out kind of thing for using that. They do a lot of cleaning and a lot of inside the diamond. Any repair work that has to be in there, they've taken that on as part of it. Not that there's a lot inside the diamond to do, but and everything, the buildings and everything outside of the diamond, we've kind of started taking care of.
Dugouts, do you take care of those?
Yeah, if there's anything major going on, as a matter of fact, I do have a dugout that I'm gonna have to work on a main piece. That the winds kind of decided to scuttle. So, but yeah, we've had to do a little bit of concrete work, a couple little things, nothing major, recently. So.
The Chesterfield itself doesn't have Little League at those
Correct.
parks. There's
Correct.
no
Yeah.
Little League.
Yeah, unfortunately. I like those days.
So it's all Daleville.
Yeah, there's a couple that's down at Wall Bridge, and then I wish I could remember who to tell you is been using big pieces.
Oh, okay.
Just we still have that one field over there that practices. The other field, of course, is the dog uses.
Hmm. Okay,
Yeah, there's not much more to go over on that. But yeah, I'll get the restrooms all taken care of.
good. Got anything else for Steve? No. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate you being here.
If I can, I want to turn the floor over to Russ here. Russ has something he wants to let everybody else know. He's been gracious enough. He's spoken to me a couple of times about this.
You guys may recall last year, there was a major project, and 2 years ago, I don't know, it's been a while, the baby box at the fire station. And several people contributed, and we got a plaque to recognize those people. And talking with Deborah Dunham, who kind of spearheaded the thing, her and I've been working on it. And I put together a plaque, got it made, honestly, we'd like to have this installed. I went over and measured tonight. It would fit centered right above the electrical thing across. It would fit really nice. I'm not in charge of the firehouse, so that'd be my suggestion. But the people who contributed the larger print, there's people who gave $1,000 or more, and then other people gave different amounts. And all of those are listed on there.
Who's right beside Jimmy Burrows? I can't read it from here.
I don't know. I heard that name earlier in the minutes,
I heard it differently.
but I couldn't find it in the minutes. I couldn't find it. Is that not spelled right?
It's been changed to the official.
I didn't see it in my copy at all.
But you don't have the official.
Why not?
If you would like, I will send you.
Did you not send him a
You
copy?
better.
That's very nice. Thank you.
That is outstanding.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So, yeah, I put something like this together back when I was on the Paramount board. And I told Deb, I said, this thing's beautiful. And to her credit, she trusted me, and I think it's beautiful.
Yep.
It's gonna look very nice.
Did you make that, or did you just know
No,
somebody?
had
that's-
done local, creative creations, I think is what they're called now. Used to be Eckstein's House of Trophies, and then he sold it to a gal, and then she had it for a few years. She sold it. They're out there by Applebee's.
Oh, they're not on 29th Street.
Oh, no, haven't been there for years. But
Does that look like it weighs about 20 pounds?
it's not light. Yeah, and
That's fine.
looking to put it inside the building rather than outside so it didn't oxidize and get ugly over the years. I think it'd be okay. And, you know, I don't know how many people roam around through the fire station on July 4th weekend, but it'd be nice to have it up by then.
Oh, yeah.
Hint. So there is money set aside for whatever installation costs might be. So
Okay.
that is that. We just wanted everybody to see it.
Thank you.
Kind of get a little movement on the installation.
I didn't realize that two of my kids would get into that as well.
There was a ulterior motive to be shown tonight. So when you're ready to install it, let me know and I'll drop it off.
Should we talk about it now, or should we? Who would you suggest? Okay. Do you mind? You're the boss.
Very careful.
You're killing me here.
Just saying.
Anything else from the public? Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
That's from the public.
Will we adjourn?
We are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll give it to you guys.
Thank
Oh,
you.
did you really?
Yeah.
Big spot, just for sure, turning out, we've officially taken over maintenance